Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to break down this budget gear storage and transportation solution that I found at Home Depot. Let's get into it. So what we have here is a Husky storage container. It's a 5-gallon storage container. It's actually IP65 rated, and I'll show you what that's all about in just a moment. So right off the bat, you see you have a clear lid on the top of it, and the rest of the container is red. So there are 6 latches up top, and there's a reason there are 6 latches up top. So let's go ahead and knock those loose. By leaving 2 of the latches intact on either of the long end, you are able to make that a hinge. So now we have a hinged lid. And what's cool is you could switch which side becomes hinged. So that's a really nice solution right there. Like I alluded to in the beginning, it is IP65 rated, so you have a weather seal on it. So I'm going to go close to the camera right here and show you that weather seal right there. Really nice, thick weather seal. And then if you look at the actual container itself, you have a bevel where that rubber seal comes in contact with to give you a nice seal overall. 6 points of contact to put pressure on that seal. I really like that solution. What's different about this compared to a regular storage container is this is part of their professional line. So it is heavy duty. It's a lot stronger. Doesn't have a lot of flex in it. It's meant to handle a lot of stuff inside of it, a lot of weight, and can take a beating. It's built out in a way that it actually has curved edges going downward. And what does that allow you to do? It allows you to do this. Allows you to stack them into each other. Big bonus for that is if I'm in my office and I'm not using these for a shoot and I have gear tucked away, I could stack these up as tall as I need to and have them put off to the side. You can't do that with a lot of other storage solutions. They don't kind of nest into each other. So that's a big bonus. And the lids also nest into each other. So that makes it really simple to put away and keep out of sight, out of mind. So how does it compare to a regular milk crate that you use in the film industry? It is actually a little bit shorter overall, and it is not as long when it comes to the storage space. It's a little bit more compact on the actual Husky container. And if you try to slide it into a crate, it doesn't fit because the actual footprint is very similar overall when it comes to the lid. What are the pluses? What are the bonuses? When you stack these guys, they stack like full size. They don't kind of nest into each other. Also, you don't have a seal on it. They're not weather sealed at all. You could see right through it without issue. And then the other issue that you deal with is there's no lid. So this has a lid, it's sealed up, so it works out really well. So what do I like to use these for? Well, first off, one thing I noticed right off the bat that it was great for, and that I always have a nasty mess with, if you don't keep up with it, you're gonna have problems, is cables. So I like to use it for XLR cables, HDMI cables, smaller stingers, power distro, your power strips, your cube taps, works really great. So here I have it labeled XLR cables, and then I have my XLR cables inside, stored away nicely with a seal. So they're not going to be exposed to the elements. You're not going to have to worry about rust, corrosion, or any damage that may come to your cables depending on the type of cables you have. You could have all kinds of damage from them being exposed to the elements. So if you live in a humid environment, you live in rough conditions, or you're transporting your gear in the elements, this is a good solution to have overall to keep everything nice and safe. Now you see here I have a label. I love labeling stuff. So what I do is I just use a regular P-Touch labeler, and I found these really cool labels that are black with white text. They have all different varieties, and I just like to label things so I know what's in them. So when they're up on a shelf, I can actually see like, oh, right here, XLR cables, XLR cables. And I put them in multiple spots on the unit itself. So then I know, okay, this is what is in here. This is where it goes. this is where I need to put it and store it away, and I could just quickly look at it. So it's as simple as that. I make the label and then I slap it on. It's as easy as that, and everything's organized. So really good solution overall. These are inexpensive. I think they're under 25 bucks a piece compared to the competition out there that has, let's say, a seal on it, not Pelican, but storage solution. These are a lot cheaper and a lot better value. They nest into each other, and you can just pick them up at your local Home Depot. So if you damage one or missing one, you can always go grab another. And something that's really cool as well, right on the label itself, it says lifetime warranty. So I don't know what the parameters are for that, but that makes me feel a lot better that if something goes wrong with these that shouldn't, I can take them back to Home Depot and get it covered and taken care of. I want to know down in the comments what you use to store your sensitive stuff. I know a lot of us use Pelican cases, some of us use crates, we use bags, but what do you use for your odds and ends and just kind of your overall random pieces of gear? I really like these over a Pelican case because the Pelican cases become clunky and they're unnecessary unless you're traveling a lot or really beating up your equipment a lot. These still have a weather seal, so for something like, you know, XLR cables, I don't feel I need to get Pelican cases for those, but these are a great solution. I think these run under $25, depending on the region you're in for your Home Depot, and they just work out really well. So let me know what you like to use to transport your equipment, what you like to use to store your equipment when you're at home or in your studio or office. And I want to give a big thank you for everyone that watches the channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one.